Welcome to the Black Ops 6 Direct. Let's freaking go. Let's hope for a return to form for Call of Duty. That's what we want. And I'm sure Black Ops 6 is going to be the game to do it. Graphics are looking top tier anyway. Pickaxe right to the jugular. Yes. What do we want to see from this game, people? I want a good, solid 8 or 10 hour campaign full of action.
Hello and welcome to Treyarch in Los Angeles, and thanks for joining us today. We're excited to share what we've been working on for the past few years. For Black Ops 6, we really wanted to give ourselves the time to craft something truly great. This means we're delivering a new level of polish and innovation across all parts of the game. I've been working here for over 20 years, and I can tell you that we have something special on our hands.
Is that the Wonder Waffle gun?
I know that the team are excited to give you a deep dive into our campaign and global innovations across the entire game.
Let's go back to round-based zombies as well, please. And let's give us an ultimate collector's edition with a mini fridge, a Perca-Cola mini fridge.
With Black Ops 6, we're taking
Like the Juggernog one from a few years ago. Give us Speedy Cola or something. I would take that. I would love that, please.
Black Ops fashion, our story builds on real history, thrusting players into a conspiracy where a shadowy force has infiltrated the highest levels of the US government, branding anyone who resists as traitors and forcing players to go rogue for the first time to fight the very machine that created them. The team has been meticulously crafting every aspect of this game to deliver the fun and attitude players expect from the Black Ops franchise.
Multiplayer is of course here and brings the Black Ops style and provides a playground for the brand new Omni movement system. New way to push beyond your limits.
Omni movement system?
Hero. You'll see a sneak peek of that later today. Round-based zombies is absolutely back and better than ever.
Thank
and
God.
Be sure it's full of surprises. With that, let's step into the mind-bending campaign experience we've been crafting with our partners at Raven.
There we go. Show us it.
No turning back now.
Yes.
Every Call
Campaign,
of Duty
baby.
player has a favorite campaign mission. When we set out to make Black Ops 6, we were focused on delivering missions so iconic that they stick in your memory long after.
Good, that's what you should be doing every
We're bringing
game.
that action-packed blockbuster feel to every step of the narrative. We're giving you more variety, more dynamic moment-to-moment gameplay, and more options to finish each mission.
We can do this loud or quiet.
Loud. Every time.
The game is packed with unexpected moments of Black Ops mystery. It's a high-octane spy thriller where you're never sure who to trust and what's real. And it's all set against the backdrop of the early 90s. The Soviet Union was crumbling after the fall of the Berlin Wall and the end of the Cold War. The US is the only remaining superpower. The Gulf War was dominating headlines everywhere, and there was a growing mistrust in government, reflected everywhere across the music, television, and pop culture of the time.
Not too far away from that these days.
The Black Ops timeline, Black Ops 6 comes after the events of the Cold War, but is directly tied to the 1986 flashbacks in Black Ops 2.
Black
the
Ops
aftermath
2,
of
what a
which
game.
has left our heroes in dire circumstances.
Something you should see.
Black Ops 6 blends the rich and gritty history of previous franchise titles with bold new characters, with veteran Frank Woods as our through line in our story. In this new chapter, we see a different side of Woods following his traumatic injury at the hands of Raul Menendez. He's been pulled from the field as he adjusts to a new role within the CIA, often behind a desk or on the other end of a radio. His protege is Troy Marshall, who's been making a name for himself in the field. Marshall is a reluctant leader driven by a strong moral compass. Marshall and Woods are working with another new face in Black Ops 6, CIA handler Jane Harrow. She's a born leader, fearless and brilliant, and helps manage their relationships within the agency. Woods' ability to operate in the shadows has always been hugely valuable to the CIA, whether they want to admit it or not. And Marshall has the ability to make tough calls in the field, ones that Harrow trusts him to make. But when an operation goes wrong, Woods and Marshall are suspended and ultimately forced to go rogue. They soon realize they have to trust each other to get to the bottom of what's going on. without any of their usual resources. They have to build their own team, recruiting 2 exciting new characters in Felix Newman, a technical genius.
He
and
looks like the
Savati
bad guy
Jamal,
out
a
of Die Hard,
mysterious
doesn't he?
assassin.
Big German guy.
With the end of the Cold War, these former enemies have become new allies. And with the sudden return of notorious operative Russell Adler,
There
who'd
he
gone
is.
missing for months, a former ally may have become a new enemy.
For the Black Ops single-player campaign, we prioritized mission variety and unique experiences. Our goal was to offer players a wide variety of mission types, each crafted from the ground up. One moment, you'll be storming a palace. The next, you'll be pulling off a heist at a casino.
Yes.
We aim to take players all over the world and immerse them in vastly different experiences. Within these missions, we wanted gameplay to unfold in multiple ways, giving players the freedom to navigate through them as they see fit. Where we have different combat styles, we also have conversation opportunities where you can talk, barter, and manipulate your way into different experiences. And we think you'll want to replay levels to see them all.
Okay, that's probably a new innovation, but that doesn't really strike me as Call of Duty, but still the actual gameplay looks amazing. They need to give one of these studios, like the Halo franchise, let them make a Halo game. I think they'd crush it.
The goal was to provide different challenges for the player. So whether they choose to go in guns blazing or take a stealthier approach.
Line them up right, you can take them both down with one shot. Nice and quiet.
We've continued to push on what's possible in terms of how our enemy combatants behave. Your enemies will be relentless, constantly seeking to outmaneuver you throughout the levels. They'll cut off escape routes, push on players' location, and force them to think on their feet.
Oh wow,
We've
can't wait to
created
play this.
certain missions where we give you a high-level objective and a variety of ways to approach that objective. One mission in particular takes place in a vast desert in Iraq. You and your team are hunting down missile launchers with the SAS. It's one of the largest campaign maps that we've ever created.
Look alive, people! They know we're coming!
Hope that's not just a big empty map though.
You'll find that some of our destinations have a startling contrast in look and feel as well.
Oh,
We have a
nice.
mission that takes place in an opulent casino in Southern Europe,
Casino Royale.
unlike any past mission in Call of Duty. And what the player does in this space is totally unexpected. And another one of our missions we have set in the harsh tundra of northern Russia.
What?
We are excited to offer an array of brand new equipment, as well as some favorites from the Black Ops universe. RCXD,
Yes.
Tranquilizer Trap, Adrenaline Stim, Homing Knife, Disruptor,
The campaign is grounded within an expanded campaign hub called the Safe House. You might remember we also
Did this
had
in
that
Cold
in
War.
Black Ops Cold War.
Yeah.
But this time, we wanted to think a little bit more broadly about the environment. We chose to have our team's hub located in a more naturalistic setting. So, it's in an abandoned manor by an ocean cliffside. What's most unique is that it used to be a KGB black site, which was operational during the 50s and 60s. This brings a lot of intrigue to the safe house and will allow players to explore and discover secrets from the past. The team is also bringing back the evidence board, which is still the centerpiece of the safe house experience, but with brand new upgrades. Players can view the campaign outline, gain deeper insights into missions, and analyze evidence collected throughout missions.
I just kind of feel like that adds unnecessary bloat. It doesn't really add to the experience, do you know what I mean? I like Cold War, but all that stuff at the safe house was like, well, just let me go on to the next mission and blow shit up.
That was sick. Great. I think we got it.
Omni
With Black
movement.
Ops 6, our goal is to create a more
gotta be like Max
connected
Payne or
experience
something.
that keeps players immersed across every single mode.
Oh.
We've pushed ourselves at every corner to innovate and craft
Oh,
the most
diving
signature
backwards and
Black
shooting, I
Ops
like that.
experience for
That's
our
new, isn't it?
players.
The graphics in
Movement
this
has
look
been a
amazing.
consistent area of focus and innovation for Call of Duty. And with Black Ops 6, we're redefining movement
Ooh.
across the entire game. For the first time ever, players can sprint in any direction and
Oh,
move
that's
like a
handy.
true Black Ops action hero with an entirely new global system we call Omni Movement. This unlocks the ability to move like never before and seamlessly chain combat maneuvers like slide, dive, and our enhanced supine prone in full 360 degrees range of motion.
That is cool. That is very cool.
We started with, you can't do this thing, why? And then realized people actually move that way. What happens if we get rid of that construct? And then instantly it opened up like, oh, if you can sprint in any direction, then you can dive in any direction, you could slide in any direction, which then led to all the on the ground movement and everything else chaining together.
What? Yeah, this looks like it could be the best Call of Duty in years.
Play the game, whether it's campaign, MP, or zombies. We truly believe that once
Wow.
you experience Omni Movement, there's no going back.
Yes. I cannot wait to play this now. I'm getting really hyped for this, people. This looks shit hot. Show us zombies, please.
We also
Oh, there's a Juggernaut fridge. I fucking want that Juggernaut fridge so bad. Give us another edition with a different Perca-Cola machine mini fridge, please.
And they're broken down into 3 categories. Sprint assist, mantle assist, and crouch assist. And each of these settings will allow for fine-tuning. Intelligent movement really started with this idea that we want all players to focus on what they want to do and not how to do it.
That's good.
We want every player, regardless of skill level or input or experience with Call of Duty, to be able to engage with Omni Movement and live out their own action hero fantasy in Black Ops 6.
Yeah, this looks so much
We looked
fun.
at other genres like racing games, where they have these great assist settings that can be turned on and off. Things like traction control or assisted braking, and we really love the idea of taking that thinking and applying it to our own movement options. I don't think this is a one-size-fits-all thing, and I encourage players to play around with combos of these settings to really dial in their preferred setup. Hit zones are regions on a character that react when taking damage or dying. In past games, we've only had 4 regions. For Black Ops 6, we've actually increased that to 9 regions, so now we can determine if that enemy was shot in their left leg or right leg, and then we'll play a bespoke death animation depending on that location that they were hit.
That's cool.
So world connectivity is this concept that players' movement and reactions are connected to the world based on their choices.
Oh,
A great
nice.
example that really shines is a global feature we call corner slicing, where as you round a corner or go through a doorway, your weapon's going to dynamically rotate in the direction that you're rounding that corner. And since it's dynamic, it'll be a bit more dramatic if you're slowly clearing a room, but won't affect you at all if you're barreling full speed around that same corner. We're constantly looking for opportunities to set the bar with movement and animations
I'm loving this,
in Black
people.
Ops 6.
I cannot wait to play Black Ops 6 now. Check that minigun.
Take cover!
Our art team is super thrilled to show you the best looking characters that we've done. Through our process of photogrammetry, gear was acquired, scanned, and incorporated onto each of our operatives. For our faces, a dynamic real-time analysis of spontaneous performances was
What?
captured and processed to make every emotional, impactful moment true to actual life.
That's wild.
To have special attention to the cuticles and make sure that they don't look like they're just freshly cut. There's dirt in between their nails, the oils on their palms as they're sweaty and running through situations that they're in.
Oh,
Paying attention to every detail.
big tease of the zombies there.
The thing that I'm most excited about is the number of new weapons from the era that we've added, which includes many that are brand new to the franchise. Our heroes are rogue operatives, and they operate outside the normal
How can there be
playbook. That
any
means they're
guns that have
procuring
not been in
gear
Call
by
of
any
Duty
means
yet
necessary.
that are like
And that
old?
allowed
Like,
us to pull unique mixed
what?
weapons. We made sure to deliver dozens of unique attachments for every gun, and this allows the players to create a weapon
Wow.
to match any playstyle that you can imagine, all while maintaining the feel and tone of the era.
Yeah, I'm definitely
In
going
Black
to be
Ops
playing
6,
lots of this.
we really strive for striking that balance between real and hyper-real, but we want to ground our effects in realism. We find real-world reference so that we can match that motion, the weight, the timing, then riff off of that and create that hyper-real look that everybody has come to know and love from Call of Duty.
Hyper real, that's what they call it. It's quite an arcadey kind of style, isn't it? I like it. I like when a game doesn't look mega realistic,
The
you
Black
know?
Ops 6 user experience is all about focusing players on what they need when they need it, and our in-game HUD is no different. From the mini-map to the ammo widget to in-game notifications, the
Love
Black
that.
Ops 6 HUD combines some of our best designs in a clean, streamlined experience.
I'm getting proper nostalgia
For
seeing
the
this.
first time in Call of Duty, players will be able to change their HUD in dramatic ways to suit their needs. For instance, streamers can choose a layout optimized for their setup, or maybe you want your HUD centered so you don't have to look away.
What?
Want to play hardcore anywhere, or finally put the minimap in the bottom left? Those are options as well.
That's cool.
Not only does the HUD give players important status, it connects them to the world and helps them feel rewarded for being awesome. As players track that elusive challenge or target their next level unlock, Black Ops 6 delivers an end-to-end experience from the lobby into combat and back, where player progress and achievement are celebrated in a big way.
Let's again it. Oh, this is looking good. Oh, progression.
Early on in Black Ops 6's development, we set a goal to make leveling and XP matter more than ever.
Check that,
Looking
wow.
back through the Call of Duty and Black Ops catalog, there's a lot of love, both internally at Treyarch and that we see in our community, for how we used to handle prestige.
Yes. And look at the red tiger
Traditional
camo.
prestige is back in Call of Duty with Black Ops 6. We've pulled the best of the best from past Call of Duty prestige systems and are going bigger and more rewarding than ever. Players who reach max player level will have the choice to enter prestige, start fresh with relocked gear, and go through the leveling journey again. Black Ops 6 will have 10 prestiges, each with a valuable set of rewards to earn and equip to peacock your status. Players who make it through Prestige 10 aren't done. Instead, they'll graduate into Prestige Master with 1,000 additional levels to climb through and a
What?
classified reward to uncover for anyone dedicated enough to make it all the way to the end.
I'm never
The
making
full
it there.
Prestige system is available on day 1 in Black Ops 6.
Oh, what? We're only at multiplayer now?
We know
Jeez.
how many of our players look forward to multiplayer, and we will be providing a deep dive on it later in the year. For now, here's some insight into our development of Black Ops 6 multiplayer. Our vision since day one has been to craft an approachable and engaging step change of that signature Black Ops multiplayer experience. We focused on supporting 3 core playstyles for launch. Enforcers are the slayers who like to kill and stay on the move. Recon is all about intel and counter-intel play. And strategists are support players who throw their bodies at objectives for the win or focus on taking out enemy score streaks for the team. All of our weapons, gear, and gadgets in multiplayer have been intentionally designed through that lens of supporting these play styles. And of course, it wouldn't be a Black Ops game if you can't relive those action hero moments in theater mode, which we're happy to announce is returning with Black Ops 6. Now I said we're only getting a taste
Theater
of MP
mode?
today.
I don't think
but
I've
of
ever
course
used that.
means you're gonna get some early details on maps.
I think I've probably played every single Call of Duty game as well. Apart from Advanced
We're happy
Warfare,
to
I've never
announce
played that.
we will be launching with 16 all-new MP maps. We've got 12 core
That looks nice.
6v6 and 4 strike maps, which can be played as 6v6 or 2v2. What do players like? What do we know that they want? So we're back to our classic
3
lane
lanes, keep it
maps.
simple.
We've got fast, frenetic experiences,
Yeah.
and we have that balance with more medium size, like better for hardcore pacing to keep the action flowing, but still have meaningful decisions for the player to make. The maps have their own stories, and we have multiplayer taking place after the campaign, after you finish it. So don't want to get into too many spoilers
No,
there, but you'll
okay.
experience some of those locations through the multiplayer lens.
Hopefully that's not like what they did with the
We've covered a lot today.
never
but couldn't
mind.
leave you without giving you just one more thing.
Zombies. Yes. Oh, wow. Wow. Yes, Call of Duty Zombies is back, baby.
Zombies is back. And we're picking up the Dark Aether storyline where we left it. We're excited to announce that there will be 2 brand new maps available at launch, with a curated mix of fan-favorite features and new elements to discover. For those new to Zombies, it's our unique take on the cooperative horde mode, where every map is packed
There's some
full
new
of powerful weapons
gobblegums.
and upgrades, deadly enemies, and tons of secrets to uncover. The legacy of
Coca-Cola
Zombies
machines.
is incredibly important to Treyarch, and we
Oh,
are so
yeah.
proud of what the mode is
They're the
bringing to
goats
players
at
in
Zombies.
Black Ops 6. As you've heard today, the innovations in movement systems will also be coming to Zombies.
Oh,
Plus,
wow.
there are many additional zombie-specific features, both new and returning. This is going to be a truly epic return for round-based Zombies. Be on the lookout for more intel coming later this year.
I cannot wait to play
Steph
Zombies in
interview,
Black Ops
AB
6.
Mark.
Just please give us
Now we
a
know
collector's
there may be
edition
new
with a
rules
mini
for
fridge, a
multiplayer
Coca-Cola
here
mini
today,
fridge,
so
please.
Make sure to mark your calendars for our worldwide multiplayer reveal event at Call of Duty Next on August 28th.
August 28th.
Make sure to stay tuned for details and watch your favorite streamers get hands-on Black Ops 6 so you can be prepped and ready to jump into our MP beta and feel Omni movement for yourself. We'll be sharing so much more about Black Ops 6 in the coming months and look forward to seeing your reactions and your feedback from our open beta coming up this fall and into launch. And it's not just about launch, because the team is already focused on delivering a ton of content in the live seasons, which we'll be sharing more about. Am I allowed to talk about Warzone yet?
No.
Our goal on Black Ops 6 was, and still is, to make something that is the best work we've ever done, and frankly, the most fun to play.
Black Ops 6 is
To
looking
do that,
strong.
we
It's looking
deconstructed all
fresh.
of our gameplay, our systems, and content plans, and repeatedly asked how something could be better. In some cases, that led us to huge innovations like Omni Movement, where we're now allowing players to move how real people and operators move. In other cases, it led us back to some of our classic systems like Prestige, then taking that classic system through the ringer and making updates and improvements. Across our weapons, gear, operators, maps, and more, a huge push has been to hit the highest visual and audio fidelity possible. The campaign tells an all-new Black Ops story where you're forced to go rogue and are being hunted by the teams that trained you. On top of that, the team is really
I'm
focused on
excited about
mission
that
and engagement
campaign. It looks way better than the last one, Modern Warfare 3, which was
Multiplayer is a
terrible.
key ingredient in the DNA of Black Ops, and hopefully, in this sneak peek, it was clear that every single part of the MP game loop will be improved and better than ever, from movement to shooting to footsteps to engagement systems to death. And last but definitely not least, the triumphant return
Did improving
of round-based
death? Can you
zombies.
ask for much more?
There is so much
Zombies
more
looks
to share
incredible,
across
doesn't it,
all
people?
3 game modes before the game officially launches on October 25th.
Don't have long to wait.
On behalf of the entire team, we can't wait for you to play Call of Duty Black Ops 6.
Neither can I. Let me all know in the comments, will you be picking this up? Will you be playing it? I absolutely will. This looks great. This looks like it could be a return to form for Call of Duty. After the disappointment of Modern Warfare 3, I thought that was just really weak. October 25th, we don't have long to wait. Let me know what you think about this one. Wow. The Vault Edition, right, come on, please have one with a mini fridge. I will lose my mind. None of this DLC rubbish, come on. Oh, what? That was it? BMX Gamer, what's up, fam? What do you think of Call of Duty? Are you hyped? I want to go back and see that Vault Edition thing again because I missed something there. Let's freeze this. Let's see everything you get. So what is this? This is a Vault Edition, so there will be a better edition than this. Oh, as usual. Early access. Oh, open beta early access. Okay, these guns are looking good for zombies, aren't they? Gobblegum pack. I hope you can just earn gobblegums in game. You don't need to buy them. That would suck. Anyways, very good. Yes, you're hyped. Yes, me too, fam. It's looking good. Where will you be playing it? Xbox, PC, or PlayStation? This is just a little recap here from the Xbox showcase. The Xbox showcase was alright, it was decent. It was good to see. It feels like they've actually committed to their console a little bit more by like saying they had some exclusives for now and just everything isn't going to PS5, which we were all kind of thinking they might be doing. But it's cool to see like Call of Duty going to Game Pass, so you don't need to pay for it if you've got Game Pass, because $70 every year can be steep, especially if it's like last year's one, which was pretty garbage. Some fun looking games there as well. Stalker 2, that's looking strong, definitely want to play that. Gears, the new Gears of War, yes, definitely want to play that. Yeah, that was pretty good. Enjoyed that. Avowed looks a lot better. Age of Mythology looks really good. Fable, I'm not sure about. Perfect Dark looks good. Metal Gear Solid looks good. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff there. That Expedition 33 looked mad as well. So, what was your favourite thing from the Xbox Game Showcase, people? What will you be playing? What are you excited about? Spoiled for choice. I'll tell you that. If you've got Game Pass, you'll have plenty to play over the next 2 years anyway.